Hey, how's it going, everybody? Jason Lawrence here, your southeastern Wisconsin land specialist. I don't know if I can give myself that title yet, but I do a lot of vacant land real estate, and today I wanted to talk about the potential that your land has. So maybe you're somebody that is looking to sell a piece of property. Maybe it's been in the family for a long time. Maybe you're a farmer and you don't have any kids that are going to be taking over the family farming business, and you're looking to secure your retirement. Maybe you are somebody that's looking to purchase a piece of property for an investment. Maybe you just sold a building and you need to do a 1031 exchange. Maybe you're just somebody that is looking to invest in property. And maybe you're somebody that's looking to find a piece of property that has potential to bring more value than what the current value is. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I just left the town hall. I completed a project at this town a couple months ago. I was able to take a 50-acre piece of land. Property owner approached me. We put together a plan. We figured out a way that we were going to do a partnership, and that I would take care of everything, get everything taken care of, sell the lots, and then we figured out a little business there that we did. So just got completed with that one. Those lots have all sold. Everything went very well there. Got another property owner that I have assisted him purchase large properties with before, and we're going to take a look at trying to split this property up. Because if you have, we'll just say, going back to that 50 acres, if you've got 50 acres of land, you could sell it for, depending on what type of land it is. If it's just rolling farmland and it's all tillable, it's amazing farmland, you're probably, and it's got a decent amount of frontage, road frontage, you're probably going to get between $10,000 and $13,000 an acre. That, I think that would be kind of on the high side, the 13. And that depends on where you are. The closer to the interstate, the more value there is. If we're going way out west into like the Beloit area, well, then that may decrease values a little bit. So if you were to sell that 50 acres, and let's just say you're using the $10,000 per acre, so it's $500,000 is what that property would sell for. Now, if this piece of land, if this 50 acres is, maybe it's all woods and there's wetlands on it, so it would make great lots. There's a lot of people out there looking for lots that have woods and water on it. They don't want to just build on a raw piece of farmland. So say these would create great lots. So you've got, again, the 50 acres, woods, wetland. If you were going to sell that property just as is, now again, the farmland, $500,000 at $10,000 an acre. If you were going to sell this piece, it would realistically, you would probably, it depends on who the buyer is, but you're probably, if it's going to be just somebody buying it to build a single family home on, it's going to be hard to get, over $350,000. And again, it depends on who the buyers are, but most people that are looking for a property like that to build a home on, they're fine with 5 acres. 5 acres is more than enough for them. So 50 acres is almost like, okay, they don't need that. So yeah, there's value in it, but if somebody were to chop off a 5-acre piece and sell it for $250,000 there, they would be all over that. That would be perfect for them. They would spend $100,000 less. They would get what they want. So that's kind of the reality of it. So you got $350,000 for 50 acres that's wooded, wetland. You got $500,000 if it's going to be, just raw tillable land. So now let's say you take this 50 acres, and in this case, there's already a house on it. So there's a house, it's 50 acres. You as the property owner want to stay there. So, if you're a farmer, and you live in the original farmhouse on your farmland, you don't have to sell your house too. You can split off your house and keep your house there. And I understand you probably don't want to go looking for a new house, or maybe you do, but you don't have to. There's ways to split the land off and sell it without moving. So this 50 acres, there's a house on it, and every municipality is going to be a little bit different. But in this particular town, the zoning said that you could split a property into 4 by doing a CSM. A CSM is a certified survey map. It's an easier process than a subdivision. If we wanted to take this 50 acres and split it into 5 lots or more, it's considered a subdivision, and there's more money you'll have to spend. There are more things that you have to do. But in this case, it said you could split the property into 4 lots. And we'll go into what a CSM is in another video. But you can split it into 4 lots. So lot number 1 is going to be the existing house, and they're going to stay in the house, and they're going to get, 14 acres. They're going to keep their house in 14 acres. So they get to stay there. They don't have to sell their house. And, at some point they might want to, but they don't have to sell their house now, and they're going to be able to make some money on their land. So now you've got 3 other lots that you're creating, and you're going to create those lots, and you're going to sell those lots. Now, in this particular case, because of the way that the property was laid out, there was plenty of road frontage, which was great, but there was a lot of wetlands on the property, and that comes into play as far as where you're placing lot lines, where driveways need to go, and things like that. So in this particular case, we had 2 5-acre parcels, and we wanted to sell them quickly. So we probably could have listed them at $250, and who knows how long it would have taken to sell. And we're kind of at a little time in the market, and especially we're then, when we didn't really know if we were going to be hitting a little bit of a slowdown or not, and just, okay, we got them split, let's sell these things. So $200,000 per the 5-acre lot. So that's that's $400,000. That's already more money right there than if they were to take this 50 acres. And this particular 50 acres is wooded with wetlands. So again, if we go back to what that value was, if it was just being sold as all one piece, it would be selling, the land would be valued around $350. I've got 2 5-acre lots, and that's $200,000 and $400,000. So you're already above and beyond by just those 2 lots. Now we've got a remaining 20-acre property approximately. That particular property, 20 acres, wooded, wetlands, that could have easily been priced, I would say, $350 just for that piece right there. Now, yes, I said that 50 acres would be selling around $350. 28, so there is difference in value, but once you get past the first 5 acres, it's not near as much. So it's very hard to find a buyer for 50 acres that's just going to put one house there. So the 20 acres, we probably could have listed that at $350. Now we ended up listing it at $300, and we got an accepted offer for just under $300. So again, probably could have gotten close to $350 if we wanted to stick it out, test the waters. But we've got $300, we've got $500, we've got $700,000. So those 3 properties sold for $700,000, plus the property owner gets to stay there on their 14 acres. Once they decide to sell their house and 14 acres, well, that's going to sell for at least another 3. I mean, even if you leveled the house and sold it as a 14-acre property, it's going to sell for at least $300,000. So now, I mean, you got 3.6. You've got $1 million there that you were able to take that property, and because it was split into smaller properties, you were able to maximize and capitalize on the amount of money that you're able to make compared to just selling that property as one. So that's something that I wanted to kind of throw out there. Now, if you have a piece of property that you are unsure of what could be done with it, even if it's a 2-acre property. You know, this doesn't have to be just large land. If you are east of the interstate, like right now, I've got a 2-acre property I'm working with and looking to divide that into smaller lots. So depending on where you are, this can work for almost any size property. So if you've got a piece of property and you're just not sure what you could do with it, you can reach out to me. My number is 262-818-1838. My email address is found in the contact info of my YouTube channel, jason@josephscotthomes.com. And I could tell you what you could do with the property, and I could assist you with doing that as well. And if you're somebody that is looking for a piece of property like this, because not everybody wants to go through that process. A lot of people are fine with just, they've got a piece of land, they just want to sell it off and be done with it. So there are plenty of pieces of land out there that are for sale. In fact, there's just one, I just drove by one that it sold a couple of weeks ago. It was on a corner of 2 country roads. I want to say there was maybe like 16 acres. And in the particular town that this was in, there's a 3-acre minimum. So, but you have to have a certain amount of road front. You got to have 150 feet here. And so, or 200. So depending on how much road frontage there was there, I mean, you could end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. So you buy 16 acres at, let's say $300,000, and you sell 5 lots at even at 150. I mean, it makes sense. So there's if you're somebody that's looking for something like that, I can assist with helping you find something like that as well. That's all I had for this one. Just wanted to talk about the potential that a piece of property can have. I hope that you found some useful information in this video. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless.